should have destroyed Carthage, every man, woman and child, many years ago.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Total War Rome 2, the Julia campaign. So just a couple of things to run through before I commence today's session. I actually started up my own single player campaign of this game, something I've done a couple of times in the past, but I couldn't get past the first 20 turns really before going on to something else. And I'm actually into turn 45 on my other campaign off camera, so I picked up a few hints and just tried to focus on some of the minor intricacies of the game to see if I get my head around them properly. And I feel a little bit more happy with the building lines and things, although there's not much buildings to choose from, to be fair. So that's one thing. And one thing I did notice when I started up my own campaign is that I was aware in a patch they reduced the victory conditions. Currently it is set at 140. That was the original settings, 140 settlements and all the rest of it. They lowered that to 90. Now, for that to come into effect, you have to start a new campaign, which obviously I can't do. So what I will be doing is I will be adopting this new victory condition, although I won't technically win the game officially because I need to capture 140. I will actually end the LP on the new victory conditions, which is 90 settlements. 140 units should be no problem, and 40 naval units should be no problem. Of course, we still have to conquer lands in the various regions, so nothing's changed with those, I don't think, either. But it's just slightly less settlements, so we don't have to actually conquer the whole bloody world, you know, which is, I'm sure, 140 settlements might as well be the whole damn world. So that's one thing to take note of. So we're about a third of the way through the campaign at the moment. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, off camera, as I usually do, I just took a look at some of the buildings and things and seeing where we stood. And I did notice, when I was doing that, first of all, in Octogeron, the settlements, or rather the province, Reti et Noricum, of course our client states have Coria, we have two of the others. I've noticed that we are not massively in the green in the public order front, and we still have a bit of cultural difference issue. Moving down to culture, we're on the decline, in fact. We are declining in culture here. So in order to try and offset any kind of spiralling issues here, there's three things we could do. The first thing is we could conquer this from our client state to unify the province under us, the most extreme of the three options. The second option is to get a magistrate, or whatever you call the damn thing, scholar, or the agent type. Get him down here to help convert the populace, if that works. Or we could put another temple in. Now, we do have 3 population surplus, soon to be 4, so we might as well wait till we get 5 and put a temple in here to assist with the public, or to assist with the culture. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's just worth keeping an eye on there. Also up here, Casurgis, Heresinia is the province. We have been struggling a little bit for public order there for some time. So what I've actually noticed is that we do have a level 3 cattle pens, which takes 4 away from our public order. So I'm going to demolish that. Now, we could put another temple for an instant public order bonus, or depending upon the public order once we've demolished it, we could just put a lower level farm, which doesn't give us a public order hit. We don't need the food, we've got a massive food surplus, so we're going to demolish that to get rid of the public order deficit that we're suffering as a result of this building, and we'll put something else there. So that's another thing I noticed, and hopefully it will stabilise the situation slightly. And then finally we are conquering the province of Subia, slowly but surely. Alibu is the last one left. We are just going to see how things go here. We could demolish this as well to assist with public order, but seeing as we're going to conquer another province, the settlement will be in disarray anyway, so we'll wait until the province is unified before we start being more intricate with our building work down here. So, At the end of the last session, these two just recently conquered, after a lengthy battle, a fun battle though, Rhougion from the Rhougion. No doubt they will attack us as a last gasp kamikaze effort before they are vanquished. Once we've replenished our troop numbers here,
We hunger for battle.
we shall head north on to Alabu. So there you go. That is what I needed to discuss now, so all that's left for us to do, once again, is to crack on with the session proper. No, there's not, because there's something for us to do. Bastus, oh, Bastus is leveled up. How could we forget about our leader?
At your command.
So, he is level something or other. Level 5, is that all? He's level 5, he's leading us now. There's no Scipio to get in his way. He's loving life at the moment. So what shall we give him? He's a zealous man. We're focusing on zealous. He's a warrior. He's battle hardened. He doesn't mind getting involved in a bit of fighting here and there. So what's this? Soldier. +3 zeal. 20% charge bonus. Melee attack skills. Shots per minute for all units. That's pretty nifty. That's just straight up zeal. And that's something to do with something or other. And let's just have a look what's on here. Commander, strategist, marine, dread, defense, zeal, and morale for all units. Despoil from looting, we don't loot too often. Fearless warrior, that's quite handy. But not as handy as this, I think. So, yeah. Charge bonus and some extra melee attack bonus. And some shots per minute. So we'll go for that one, and then next one I think we'll go for the that other one. Palmer, we have a household. Any households that could be useful for us? Could have done this off camera, I suppose. We are, well, 5% armor. I suppose that's quite nice. There's armor, there's morale. We don't have any more of his stats boosting. He's got plenty of decent buffs at the moment. Okay.
Ready for orders.
For the glory of Rome.
Okay, so it looks like the Cimbri are taking their ships back home, which is going to be a bummer because they're going to have quite a few troops in and around that settlement, which means the battle that we fight is going to be quite a big one. Big battles are fun, I suppose, in certain respects, but we suffer losses. We don't need to suffer losses. I prefer a much more strategic outlook, waiting for the enemy to take their units away from the settlement, so we can strike it when it is pretty much naked. Right, increase in rank. Veteran is now rank 9. He's continuing to whip Legio Sanguine into shape.
Commander.
Look at their experience, increased weapon skill, high experience. This army could tear through many a barbarian force without blinking an eye. Right, what can he do? This is assisting on casualties inflicted. This is campaign map movement. This is already maxed out at level 3. Right, what else can we do with it? Cost of cheaper options, better critical success. Extra campaign map movement would be good, considering he's accompanying this army. That would definitely help for us to get further quicker. I would like that. Right, encourage populace in Rete et Noricum. Construction complete. Outraged populace in the Subi lands. Got a couple of wars going on. An alliance between some of the British tribes. Sabotage. He's trying to sabotage. Oh, so we have some Rhougion with Cimbri units outside our settlement here. We don't like that, but nothing we can do about it really. Well, I say that, of course, we could try taking the poisoning prowler to coerce one of them to our side. Target defects 27%, target stopped 51%. So a slightly less positive outcome overall, but better chance of getting them to defect. Defect 17, defects 8. So we'll go for try a bit of coercion.
They will join us.
Come on, Postumia. Enemy agent defects. Lovely. I like it. Postumia Scapula. Success strikes us again. She's very good compared to this bloody mediocre meddler, Modia Metella. Useless woman. Anyway, so we have ourselves another spy. Very nice indeed. We're going to take him up, I think, into the land of the Gallic tribes, I think. You can do with a bit of an eyeball over there, see what's going down. A possible future expansion point. Or we could also take him down towards our next targets, which are going to be the Marseille, I imagine. So we could take him down there. We'll play it by ear. Anyway.
At your command. Ready for orders.
They are ready to move. So we could force march them and get them there nice and swiftly. As soon as we step foot in their land, it's going to be a trespass against them. They're not going to be happy with it, but what can you do? 12, 13, and of course the garrison as well, which is 10. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. But will not be good enough. Right, let's get on a 4. Well, forced march gets us a little bit further, but not massively. Gets us slightly over the border. So, let me see. We could go by ship, would be very quick. Much quicker, in fact, if we go by sea travel.
Commander.
Plus, we won't be getting the trespass penalty because we're in the water and not on the land. So that's an interesting proposition. In fact, if we're in the water, we could take down their spear ships on the way. Lower the chance of them actually protecting their lands. Right, okay. I'm going to try something slightly different here. I'm going to go by water. Dagger of Rome can go first as the screening force. We'll take it off force march because we can't attack if we come across them. So we'll just potter up here.
Going aboard.
See what's going on.
Waiting for a new
Nothing.
course.
And the Dagger, the Legio Sanguine,
For battle.
will come up from this way just to scout this side of the water.
Gathering supplies. We still have a good wind.
Nothing to report there either. Well, that's okay. We'll just keep on sailing. Right, well, of course, we have a couple of issues now. We have the fact that Ascau Callis, the Subia region rather, is going to revolt in the next turn. Nothing we can do about that. Just have to prepare for it. This needs to be upgraded. It's going to take -2 food, but that's fine. I am actually going to destroy this. We're going to have to destroy that anyway, rather than convert it. We could upgrade this to assist with culture change and public order. We'll leave it for now. Right, so it's down to -2 per turn now, so that we got rid of that building, but what we're going to replace it with? A temple? We could replace it with a field of Mars. We don't need that down there. Workshop, we don't really need that down there either. So we're left with either a lower farm or a public order assisting building. I'm going to go for a public order assisting building. It might actually save us. If we can get that up in 2 turns, that'll be down to -95 on the cusp of revolt, but then it'll flatline at 0, so we might just save our bacon here with this little building swap, having to prevent any further intervention work from Defensores Germanica. Anyway, that's that sorted. We'll take a look at the news. Trait gained. Postumia Scapula has become a blackmailer. We like that. Nothing wrong with a bit of blackmail, at the right time, of course. What else did I change? Did I change anything else down here? Ah, this is going to give us extra. It's going to take some food, but it's going to give us extra public order and extra culture influence. This is the place that was struggling for the culture, wasn't it? Yes. Slightly dropping. Public order isn't high, so an upgrade to the temple there would be beneficial, I think. So we're going to upgrade that temple. Again, it's going to cost a little bit of food, but we have plenty. So that's that issue sorted. Down here in Roma, I noticed in my single player playthrough that the Temple of Mars, if we upgrade it to level 3, when there is a bread and games edict on here, which there isn't at the moment, but we could sure as hell change it, it gives us an extra unit recruitment capacity. Very handy indeed. But not necessary at the moment. Not a necessity, so we'll hold off on any further spends, I think, for now. Any of the building work, I'm going to try and do that off camera, to save messing about with it. And look what's happened here. The Reti finally booked up their ideas, it seems, and have moved in on Fleven, the Friese's last settlement. Looks like they've repelled some of the army, and all it is left for them to do is to march on the settlement proper. So, good on you. My client state growing nicely indeed.
Your orders?
Right, so nothing left for us to do, I don't think. Nothing left for us to do. Technology is going along nicely. We have all the trade partners that we're going to get for the moment. The German Confederation still are alive, although at this current moment in time they are at war with the Anates, who are 3 settlements to their east, so I imagine that their existence is going to be short-lived. Because if they don't kill him, we will. And if we don't, they probably will. And if none of us do, then they're a lucky set of buggers.
Glory to Rome.
Somebody's leveled up there again.
A treaty would be an arrow shot with deadly intent against our mutual enemies.
Mutual enemies? Who are your enemies? Libya are your enemies? I don't know. Yes, Libya are your enemies. Are Libya my enemies? Not really. I don't mind Libya. Libya are okay. They're not hostile, they're neutral. Neutrality is fine. Yes, look at that. They hate the Libyans. Hate them with a passion. But I don't hate you, but I just want your lands, you know? Nothing personal, it just happened that you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. So non-aggression pact, definitely not. The more we decline their non-aggression pact, the more suspicious I imagine they will get. Why are they declining for a non-aggression pact? Do they have ideas? And even if we do, they're going to be powerless to stop us, really. And our legions come marching. Our legions. What in the hell is going on here? It looks like a slave rebellion has reared up and is attacking one of my settlements. Rhougion, recently conquered. Well, we have a very weak force of Rory, plebs and levis, and they have a general, Bloodsworn, who sound to me like they are no shrinking violets, and longbow hunters. Do I even have a chance of defending this? I'm sure as hell gonna try.